Uh, Good evening and namaskar to everybody, all my listeners now who are there. And I'm thankful for inviting me for this special subject talk on the salt, specifically the Himalayan rock salt. Say Himalayan rock salt when we talk. Before that, let me give you general idea of variety of salts. See, this is an item when we daily consume, we don't feel the presence of that. But if one day somebody forgets to place salt in the meal, that day within a fraction of second, we come to know that something is missing. So this is the sweetest item in our meal. It is the sweetest additive we can say in our meal, okay, without which normally nobody likes to have food. Maybe some people don't doctor suggested not to take salt or to take less salt. That is a different thing. Otherwise, more than 99% people they love salt, because without salt the meal has got a different taste. Now coming to the uh, variety of things, uh, I request Venkat to just open the slides.
Okay,
So,
sir, sure.
I can give you one by one picture also, so you will have better understanding of the subject. So this is a thank you, Venkat.
Are you able to see the screen now?
Yeah. It is clear.
Please.
So coming to next, thank you for welcome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there are mainly two sources of salt in most of the countries. One is from the sea, which is giving you sea salt. Now, majority of salt is produced by sea, actually through the sea or from the sea water, we can say. And next one is the mine salt, which is from the Mother Earth. That is called rock salt. And particularly in our area, Himalayan range surrounding Himalayas, we have Himalayan rock salt. So coming to this uh, two sources of salt, we can say like sea salt is the major one produced in India. India is the third largest country in the
1
world.
minute, Mr. Kapdi. I think I just wanted to ask the audience whether they are able to see the screen. At least, Mr. Kapdi, are you able to see the screen?
No, I can't see, but
No,
it
is
blank, sir. It is blank.
It's blank. 1 minute, I'll
Yeah.
check up. Just
Yeah.
give me. Just
no problem. We can continue.
1 minute. 1 minute. Also. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Are you able to see the screen now?
yes. Go to the
This
next
screen
slide.
we can see.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
you
please.
go to the next slide, I think we can confirm whether we are able to view the
Yeah, 1 minute.
slides continuously. Yeah, we are able to see now.
You are able to see. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Kapdi, you can
So,
continue, please.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Salt farming of sea salt and salt mining of rock salt. These are the two types. Now, this sea salt, as I said, okay, we are third largest in the world and export a lot of quantity of salt. At least 30 million tons of salt every year we make. And most of the salt goes for industries. Like we can say 2/3 goes for industry as 1/3 for consumption, human consumption. Now, what has happened? Both are natural salt, actually, natural products, we can say, which our body should accept in a better form. But unfortunately, in recent years, what has happened? Because of the pollution, a lot of chemical industries, they drain their effluent in the sea. So what happens? The seaside is actually spoiled. Some ships, they discharge the oil, or by accident they leave the oil in the sea. When salt farm field itself, there is a lot of dirt coming from the air during the cyclone and other winds. So the salt, which is quite natural given by God has not remained natural now. It has become little not good for, we can say, consumption, human consumption. Ultimately, people have decided to refine the salt, as most of the products are refined now. So when you refine specific products, some good minerals, we can say good minerals which are helpful to our body, also get lost, because we have to clean it in that way. Like magnesium, calcium, we remove from the salt. So it doesn't remain a natural product then. It becomes a synthetic product, because to make it free flow, certain chemicals are added. Like you want potassium chloride is added to add the little potassium to make it free flow. And iodine, potassium iodide is added to maintain the iodine level. So these are the synthetic products like silica for making it free flow. So these are the synthetic products added to the salt after refining. So it has not remained a natural product. Whereas the rock salt, specifically Himalayan range, it is very pure form of salt and no additives added in the salt. So this salt as a natural product has got, people say it has got 84 minerals in that, in traces. Purity wise, both sodium chloride is almost equal in both the salts. Still, those minerals which are coming from Mother Earth, they are already present in rock salt. And our Himalayan range has got little holistic importance also. So whichever salt or whichever product comes from Himalayas, we have some better attachment because it is a land of gods, we can say. So anything coming from there has got some energy, which scientists may not be able to measure, but we know it has got energy, positive energy, all products coming from Himalayas. So this Himalayan salt, which we call it, has got a lot of minerals, lot of energy, and it is a pure natural product. Our body, if we see inside the system, there are also 84 minerals in that. So this Himalayan salt is matching with our body system. Whatever is matching and whatever is natural, our body will absorb easily. So our body accepts and absorbs the salt easily without any problem. That is why this natural salt is better to consume in the kitchen. It has got better energy level also, which we know. It has got like a uh, like our holistic product. As a holistic product, it has got a better energy level also. After taking out the salt, next slide please. After taking out the salt from the Himalayan range, uh, please go for the next slides. Okay, this is the production. Farming is as I said, farming, whatever is done in the sea salt, it is refined and then it is made free flow salt. Similarly, the next slide please. The mining of rock salt, then it is done crushing to make it edible salt. So it is like organic pink salt. It is slightly pink in color, which is used in a all edible purpose. So it has got a special uh, place in our country. Then coming to next slide, please. What are the different varieties of rock salt, we can say? Based on the size and purity, this salt is classified into mainly 4 grades, we can say, in India. One is the fine salt, which is used in the kitchen for edible purpose. Second, small crystals are there, which are used as a bath salt. That helps our skin also. It has got a therapeutic value, which will clean our skin. Cleansing of the skin, it is very important because people have got some allergies, people have got some skin problems. So all these are taken care by bath salt, because this bath salt, if you take bath once or twice in a week, dissolving in water, it will make your skin very healthy. Even the spiritual people, those who practice breath work like Maheshaji in Bangalore and other people, those who practice healing, they feel every night the negativity which has come from surroundings should be cleansed from the body using this bath salt. So Himalayan salt has got that use also, cleansing of the body, cleansing of the skin, we can say. And then there are large crystals which are used as we have made a acupressure salt. We have come as a acupressure salt. Acupressure means what happens? When people are tired, whole day after whole day working, when they come home, then they feel that they should relax. So while relaxing, if they place some few pieces of this salt in warm water and rub the feet on that, and slowly the salt crystals will dissolve, and at the same time their stresses, physical stresses also will dissolve, and they will feel much more fresh, refreshed. Then comes the bigger chunks. These chunks normally people come as in all auspicious occasions in the house, like in the prayer room, or there is some marriage or some other prayers, puja, festivals, celebrations. Then people keep in a bowl, and that is also considered auspicious because it has called positive energy. In fact, what is positive energy? I define it like this. When your breathing is good, when you feel good in the house and everything looks fine, you keep smiling because you are happy. That is positive energy in the house. And that ambience is created by such things which are having good vibrations. So next, please. Next slide, please. Say this one important form of rock salt is it is salt lamps. These are converted into salt lamps. You know, negative ions are very good for breathing actually. When the ion percentage of negative ions is more in the air, so you feel much more good. It is a quality breathing, we call it. All polluted particles which we keep on breathing in big cities, these are having positively charged particles like ions. So this negative and positive, if we see, negative is positive for us, because when we breathe those in a big city and other places where pollution is more, lot of invisible particles keep on floating in the air, which we keep on breathing, and some of these particles settle inside because they like our place in the system they like. So they like to settle permanently in our system, breathing system. You know, we daily clean our body, skin, hair, everything, taking bath. We also clean our eyes, we clean our teeth with a brush, we clean our nails, and most of the things we clean which are looking, which are outside the body, that means which is external. But even stomach, when we get upset, then stomach is needs some treatment. So we take tablets and clean the stomach also. But there is anybody who cleans the breathing system here? Let me ask you if anybody is there who is daily cleaning the breathing system. So it is made by Almighty and it runs automatically. It it is clean automatically, but still, because we created pollution, Almighty has not created pollution in the cities. So these particles, as I said, they settle in the system, and they also invite more friends to settle there because they like the system. Ultimately, what happens here in a long run, that means at an elder, when you become little older, the old age, these particles which have settled there start creating problems for us. There will be choking, there will be breathlessness, there will be bronchitis, asthmatic conditions are created, and all sort of, breathing troubles are created at a later stage. and sometimes in a big city, young people also face such problems. So this lamps, next slide please. These lamps, normally variety of lamps are there, shapes are different, but the purpose is same. Okay, all generate negative ions. When you breathe in the ambience of negative ions, automatically the system is clean actually. This is called a cleaner of breathing system. This is not that much known to the medical field, but still people in certain countries, Germany, Japan and all, they use these lamps for treatment also. In Japan, when people have got asthma, in the hospital, they ask the patient to sit in the center and surrounding they keep the lamps. And such sittings, several sittings are done to help the patient in treating the asthma. Similarly, Germans have done a lot of work on this. They took a lot of Himalayan salt in their country. A lot of experiments they have done to treat as a alternative therapies they have developed to treat the patients using this natural product. So it has got too much value as a wellness product. Now slowly our country also people have started understanding this value of this product, and most of the people have started keeping one lamp in the room, specifically bedroom where they spend more time, and it is definitely helping. I have got one small case I'll describe to you. When we started this activity, one person in Mumbai, about 70 plus age, he said he is facing problem and he wants this lamps. He read somewhere that these lamps are very good for breathing. So he took some 2 lamps. Just when we started and when we place website describing all these products, he came to us and he said, I need 2 lamps for my bedroom. Now this man came back after 1 week. He said, give me 4 more lamps to gift to my people. I said, what has happened? What is your feedback? And he said, last many years, I was facing asthmatic problem at night. A lot of cough, no sleep. In the morning, I am so uneasy that I can't walk. I can't go for walking. I don't like anything. So much my uneasiness was preventing on my body. So it was terrific. And within 1 week of placing these lamps, he said, I am almost 75% okay now. I get good sleep. I go for a walk, and these are helping me like anything. So these are the live example or blessings to us actually to go and venture more and more products in this line and study little deeper and go for further and further. So this trip which we started 20 years back about studying this rock salt, we continued further. In fact, I am a chemical engineer. Even I was considered myself as a salt technologist because we supply salt refinery projects and all. So 20 years back when I went to Germany in an exhibition, in that hotel where the exhibition was held, I saw next to the reception counter, there was a big shelf where a lot of lamps were kept. So that was my first encounter with salt lamp. I just inquired those receptionists, what are the products? Then they said these are Himalayan rock salt. So I was shocked for 2 reasons. One is that as a salt technologist, I was not aware of this product. And second thing, it is Himalayan. When Himalayan word comes, we feel proud of Himalayas. But I didn't know about that product. So that placed a lot of curiosity in my mind. When I am doing salt projects, I am earning from salt, and I should do something for the society also and return back. So I started working on this salt lamp and Himalayan salt and variety of Himalayan salt products. So that was the beginning we did. And last 20 years, I am connected with this field. Next slide, please. Say, there are many products which are directly helping your health, wellness products. Like we can say pain relieving products. There are massage balls made of Himalayan salt. Whenever you have a little bit pain in muscular, maybe your bone pain or tiredness, because of tiredness, you have got some pain in the muscles, then you can just warm up this massage balls and rub on that particular area where you have got the pain. Within few minutes, it will reduce your pain and help like anything. I mean, you will feel every day little bit. This type of massage is very nice. You feel good. It is adding a very good, we can say a wellness product to your house if you add this. And suppose some people have got arthritis, like my wife is having, and she is using this. There are pillows which of cloth which can be placed in the microwave also, and inside there are fine assorted Himalayan rock salt. So this rock salt, when warmed up, and then it is having very good energy, which is discharged to our body when we place on our paining parts. So certain parts like back pain or neck pain or shoulder pain, it is difficult to rub the massage balls. So there you can just place these pillows. You can sleep on the pillow. You can place the pillows on your shoulder, your neck, and all these things. And within few minutes, you will definitely get relief. You can try yourself these things. And in it, those who are having little more problem like arthritis and all, severe pain. So pain management is very good with these pillows. In a day, 3-4 times, if you do this exercise, then definitely your pain will get reduced. In this type of salt is also placed in warm water, and you can place a towel and place on the paining part. That also helps a lot. Sometime back, I went to one doctor, bone specialist here in Mumbai, as my wife was having very big pain of arthritis. So he suggested some medicine. 3-4 times we went to him, but unfortunately that didn't work. Every time I go there, I used to talk to him about Himalayan rock salt. So at the end, after 3-4 sittings, he told me, "Can you send some samples to me?" Then he tried some samples on his patients and telling them, "Can you place in warm water and towel you place and place on the paining part." So their patients were very happy with this product. And ultimately, we didn't take medicine from the doctor, but he started taking those rock salt in his treatment to his patients. So every month now he's taking 1,000 packets because he has got some chain of clinics. And it is fantastic that he is so happy with this product. Instead of going on a medical science and all this, I believe those people, those who feel that it is helping, it is very good for them, and they give the real feedback. And this, along with the feedback, they give blessings also. Say one more item is a inhaler. That inhaler has got a bed of assorted crystals of Himalayan salt. Whenever you have got little irritation in the throat or some breathing trouble, you can use this inhaler. You take the air through your mouth, and exit it through your nose. So it will circulate through your throat area, and because inside is a bed of salt, so air will enter into that, and air will pass through the salt bed, and those ions or salty air will enter into your throat, and it will cure that. Regular practice of this when somebody has got acute problem definitely helps in relieving the throat pain or irritation. So this has also come out as a good wellness product. Next slide, please. The most very important for kitchen. Say very few people have tried because these are the new developments. Say you have made of Himalayan rock salt, all these products like plate and like your bowl. So this salad bowl, where people can serve salad or any other vegetables into that. This plate slabs, people can cook sizzler pasta or any sizzling vegetables. And if you see the taste, you will never find the taste anywhere else like this, because it has got it brings the real aroma out of the natural products. These products are used in serving the in some hotels also, 5-star hotel where they have organic restaurants. They take these plates and serving bowls also and serve this food in this their organic food. One more, some for some people, I don't know whether somebody drinks alcohol here, but they also needed some product. Those who are fond of tequila. So tequila is a one-shot drink where salt is normally added. So this type of products have been made in India, where tequila glass they call it. So one shot of drink will go inside, and you don't need to add salt into that, but you will get a natural taste of salt. So some people who are fond of this, they use a lot of products like this also. Next slide, please. The most important development of Himalayan salt products is the salt room or salt spa, we can say. One salt room, which is I consider best in India, is already there in Mysore with Dr. Pai's Institute. I think many of you must have visited that. If not, you can just visit and see. The moment you enter the salt room, you will find yourself in a different world. Suddenly, your mindset will change. You will find tension free and your mind will become cool. You feel there is no stress on you. When you sit for a few minutes, you will feel so much nice things, like as I said, positive energy is like what, when you feel good, when everything is fine, and definitely that ambience is very good, your breathing quality is very good, and definitely your mind becomes cool, just like in a meditative state. Not only meditative state, but higher level of meditation you can reach just by sitting in such rooms. This is because of abundance of negative ions generated by these rooms, these tiles and these rocks and this salt on the ground. They generate millions of ions of negative ions, we can say. And that is, you can just see it and feel only. Outside, you can't think of this. What is the benefit of this? Because Europeans, Germans, Japanese, they have understood much more earlier about the benefit of this Himalayan salt. At the moment in Europe and America, there are about 400 salt rooms. So you can imagine 400 salt room made of Himalayan salt. We are just starting now because we follow sometimes German technology or Western technology, which is adopted from our country by them and ultimately comes from them to us. Anyway, whatever is the reason, but ultimately we found that this is the fantastic place where we can go and relax so much, and we can keep our body very healthy. See, this negative ions in millions, rarely you find. If you go to a seaside, you get about 10,000 negative ions in 1 cubic centimeter. This survey is done by Germans. So I believe in the German scientists. So if you go to a hill station, about 5 to 10,000 negative ions you get in 1 cubic centimeter. If you go to a polluted cities like Bangalore, Mumbai, Kolkata, and all these things, so the negative ions in a street is normally 100 to 500 in 1 cubic centimeter. So when you sit in a Himalayan salt room, like this room, which you are looking on the screen, it is about, we try to measure with one instrument, German instrument, with Dr. Pai and all. So it is about 20 million was the last number in the instrument So the pointer was trying to cross that. It means it has already reached 20 million count, and it is much more than that. So instrument can measure only up to 20 million. So you can just assume what tremendous negative ions are there for your good health. And you can see actual benefit. I'll show you a very small video which will show you actually what Western people believe about the benefits of this room. So just see a video clip, then we will continue further. Venkatesh, please.
Yeah, sir, please, I will
this,
do that. I will do the 2 minutes.
clip.
Yeah.
So which we can listen from horse mouth about actual benefit, where normally, the European peoples, they will not believe anything if we talk. But when they actually experience the things, then only they will believe in those things. So let us know what is their experience. Actually, this type of salt rooms, which started from German people, has spread in Europe and America. They charge about 25 to 50 or $100 for one sitting inside. Inside one sitting means what happens? 45 minutes sitting inside. And
are you able to see the video now?
That's
this
right.
is the video.
Rooms like
Just
this
have a
one
look. I think voice is
Well,
not
you strengthened
coming.
your mind with a
2
mentalist.
minutes. I'll do that.
Well, you strengthened your mind with a mentalist. Now it's time to help your body with a flavor enhancer. More and more people are swearing by salt therapy.
Venkat, voice
So
you
we are
can
going
give?
to
Yeah,
life
1
with
minute.
salt
1 minute.
on the to-do list. Salt is less synonymous with health than it is with margaritas or soft pretzels.
This room is completely covered with Dead Sea salt.
That's right. Rooms like this one at the Salt Chalet, Arizona are popping up all over the country. They provide salt therapy, or some call it halo therapy.
Wow.
And owner Pavel
Sound should come,
broke down the
Yeah.
benefits.
Yes.
Number one, improve respiratory problems.
When people sit in here and breathe, and we teach them how to do the right breathing, that salt gets into your sinuses, respiratory tract, deep in your lungs.
That salt clears up any blockage and helps kill bacteria. Pavel experienced this benefit firsthand when he traveled to Israel to help relieve his asthma in salt rooms there.
But this is not the salt that you're going to get at the grocery store. This is the salt from the Dead Sea.
Salt from the store has only 2% of salt, 98% of sodium chloride and bleach. So that's really not helping us a lot.
Whereas the Dead Sea salt and Himalayan salt in this room are completely pure and natural. The next benefit, air purification.
So even regular healthy people can come in here if they have a cold or...
You don't have to be sick with respiratory problems.
The salt helps trap any allergens.
We have singers, athletes, we have fire department people, police department. They come at least once every 4 or 5 weeks as a maintenance.
Being around dust, dirt, and smoke all day can lead to health problems, so spending a 45-minute session can help detox your lungs, and it'll cost around $40. And benefit number 3, boost your mood.
When people after the treatment come out, they're completely de-stressed and balanced.
The colors of the room are set up to help you feel relaxed and renewed.
Well, I need to be purified, I need a good mood booster, and probably just my insides in general.
Well, you're in the room.
All right.
You have everything in one shot.
Getting salty for your health is on the to-do list.
Good. So you saw some points of some point of benefit, we can say you saw just on the screen. What we can say, you must have seen their salt room, and many salt rooms are there, but the Mysore salt room, which is better than all this, I can say. You must have seen that also. Look wise also, and health benefit point of view also. Now This salt room, as you heard, it creates a good mood because your good breathing is there. We live on breathing. If breathing quality is very important for our body system to work well. Anything okay, what happens when breathing stops. So similarly, the quality of breathing, when you breathe continuously in polluted area and when you breathe continuously in a salt room, there is a lot of difference. So there is a difference. What difference it is? Just see, there are many salt rooms like this made in the various countries. Now, the salt room is not only cleaning the breathing system, it is giving you overall health, because everything of our body functioning depends on our breath. So good quality breathing means the body will function very well, you will remain healthy, and at the same time it is helping your skin also. This salty ambience will definitely make your skin very healthy. So at a time, breathing system as well as skin, both are getting good effect. In fact, breathing takes care of your whole body, and plus externally your skin also is clean. So that way you get total benefit of in the salt room. Now everybody must have visited. If not, then you just please visit the salt room at Dr. Pai and try some meditation for few minutes. You will find the difference. You should go daily for meditation. Recently, one friend of Dr. Pai, Mr. Raghavan, he was coming for meditation here, but the timings were not suitable for him because he used to go early to his office and all. So he said, just look like Dr. Pai, I also want a small salt room. So in his bungalow, Dr. Pai also visited, and we made a small salt room there, similar to this. Just like in Europe, it is very popular. Dr. Pai also visited Greece, where he saw a beautiful salt room. And from there, he got the concept that we should have this in India. We should bring this benefit to Indian people. On that concept, he tried to make such salt room in India. And we met together during that period, and we placing joint efforts, we made this beautiful room. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah, next. Say, this is my experience, and now let me show my experience in a variety of salt products. These are the salt rooms made by me in Mumbai, and for children, for elders, for youngsters, everybody, these are very helpful. And this type of experience, first time, like Dr. Pai got experience in Greece, I got experience in Pakistan first time, because when there was when I got the concept from Germany about the Himalayan salt technology, I thought, okay, which is the best source? Now Himalayan range starting from Nepal and ending in Pakistan. So in India, in Himachal Pradesh, also there is some rock salt, but that is very deep, about 2000 feet below the ground level. So it is little difficult to extract economically. It becomes expensive, as well as the purity is not much because it is very deep. So a lot of impurities get inside that. Now this layer is just traveling little bit upward, slowly in a slope way. And when we cross the border and go to the Pakistan side, like Lahore, or beyond that, between Lahore and Islamabad, we can say. So there are beautiful caves. There are many mines in that area, which has got very beautiful, you can say, salt. So it has got very high purity. It has got very good transparency. So that place has become a very big place for salt, Himalayan salt. When I went inside that mine. It was such a huge mine. We can say about uh, outside temperature was 40 degree. When I entered through the train inside the mine, it was just 20 degree. So much difference in the natural cooling inside and outside. And inside they develop a lot of things like tourist rooms they have developed. Some tourists, like I met some Japanese youngsters, they said, "Okay, we come here on vacation and charge our body for the whole year. We stay here for 15 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like that." So such marvelous creation of nature as well as human being is there in Pakistan, which we can't actually expect, or we can't assume such things exist there. So inside there are not only rooms, there are restaurants, there are prayer places like masjid and all, and also there is a one very surprising thing is a boating club. There is a lake inside the mine where people do boating and all these things. So it has developed like a big tourist place, and it is fantastic to visit. I think everybody should go once there and breathe their air and feel the difference. How much is the difference outside and inside the mine? So there are hundreds of mines in Pakistan and Iran, and we can say in Egypt and all such areas. Yes, you can see the entrance of the old entrance of the mine where the tracks of railway are there. We go by train inside, and in inner place, the entry place where all salt bricks are there, and lighting is done on the behind the salt bricks. On the right side top, you can see the lake where there is a small bridge also, and people do boating in this lake. Such a beautiful place it is. It is called Khewra Mines. So my experience, such good things that I visited this place 3 to 4 times at least and enjoyed this. Now, spreading this wellness message, many people like these products, and they visited some exhibitions or some programs where we gifted these products to those people who like about the positive energy, who are spiritual people, who think of positive energy all the time, and who practice in their own life yoga, meditation, and all this. So this message is spreading very well now, and slowly in India, these things are going on and on. In my own personal experience, I would like to add something that last 20 years I am in touch with this salt. All my rooms I have got salt lamps. In my office, of course, there is a salt room also and salt lamps also. I keep breathing into that, through that. And I use this Himalayan salt as edible salt. I use this salt in a bathing, my bath also. And I am always in touch with this salt. So last 15 years, I have not taken any medicine, uh, whether it is diabetes or whether it is hypertension or not even fever or headache. I am so feeling healthy. Maybe there are some other factors, but I believe that this factor is also helping me a lot. So I always feel energetic. I don't know how many more years I'll be enjoying like Dr. Pai, this type of energy, and remain young always. So I feel that this product has helped me a lot. My wife having a severe arthritis, she is having a pain all the time. As we many type of medicine we tried, but we couldn't get rid of arthritis. But at least the pain management is done very well. Pain management is very good with this type of products. She is using all these products like pillows, taking bath with bath salt and all these things, and at least she can manage the pain. So such things are helping everybody. At least my experience is very good, and I am thankful to everybody, the Vijay Foundation, Dr. Pai, Mr. Venkatesh, and all my listeners who have quietly with peacefully and listened to me and supported me in this cause. I hope everybody understood what I wanted to convey to you. Now, in any case, if you have any query, any question, I am there to just support.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank you very
Kapdi, for
much.
your wonderful speech. It was enlightening, very informative actually. And for many of the people are very interested, it seems, to know about what is really Himalayan salt or pink salt or rock salt. So you enlightened them, it seems. Now, if anybody has any questions, please.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, please, sir, please.
There are negative ion generators you can buy, which has a fan and comes out with negative ions in the environment. How is the rock salt negative ions are different from one produced in a box like that?
Yeah. Say negative ions are already there in nature, and negative ions generated by salt lamps. Say, like suppose there is a good wind and it is touching the mountain and all, there will be generation of negative ions in a natural way. The waves of sea, they generate a lot of negative ions. Negative ions is the imbalance of atoms or molecule where the protons and electrons are not balanced. So either it becomes positive ion or negative ion. Now the salt lamp, when it is warm, when we keep it on, it is warm. And the moisture from the air will touch to the surface and it will get evaporated. In that process, the atom of air is broken and the negative ions are created because one more negative ion is there comparing to positive ion. So ultimately, all negative ions are same actually. There is no difference in negative ions by nature and negative ions by salt lamps. All are same. Negative ions are negative ions. There is nothing, no difference in that. And all are very good for our health. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I am Dr. Raghavendra Prasad Bangaradka from Puttur. I am an Ayurvedic doctor. I have listened your lecture, sir, thoroughly. Very nice. And what you have told there, Pindasveda, making a portally or tying it in with a together with the rock salt and Himalayan rock salt, you have advised, and it is told in Ayurveda also. It is beneficial for Shwasa Kasa and for Kati Shula. For low backache, it is very, very effective, and I have done in so many patients in my Panchakarma therapy center. And very, very beneficial. And one thing I am stressing is you are a good resource person for Ayurvedic doctors also. So I collect your contact number, and our AR Suresh from Sampradaya, Kala Sampradaya Club informed me about this lecture, and I joined this lecture. I am very, very thankful to him also, and very nice lecture, sir. I will contact you, and you will guide, and you have the capacity to guide the Ayurvedic doctors also. Thank you. And I also, one thing, I request you to just please tell me any book authored by you about this, and any article or about this. Okay, sir. Thank you.
This is the book.
Rock salt. I will collect.
Let me tell you, Dr. Pai has forwarded this book, and Dr. Pai has got all my products. So anybody wants anything, they can contact Dr. Pai straight away. Venkatesh, they can talk to.
Can you just tell the contact number, sir, or late email or whatever, maybe later or
yeah. Venkatesh will give you all the details.
Okay, sir.
I am already in touch with Ayurvedic people, doctors in Mumbai and other areas, and they definitely need this salt. Now, what has happened recently, because of the government conflict with India, Pakistan, import of rock salt has been banned for the time being. So people get salt from Iran. So Iran salt is very cheap and all, but it doesn't have the property or energy, we can say. So in market, they would dump lot of Iranian salt, which has similar look like Himalayan salt, but consumers will not be able to differentiate. Only those who use that and those who know, who have got knowledge of this, they will be able to distinguish between these two. So Dr. Pai and their institute, they have, because the salt room is there and they have everything of salt. Even my books will be available there. So you can contact Vegetation Dr. Pai, and they will give my contact details also. There is
Sure, sir.
nothing.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
So-
Thank you for very nice information.
Okay, Dr. Raghavendra Prasad, welcome to our group. Thank you very much. Please visit, please attend every week's program. We have be having a wonderful program.
Sure.
Before Jalendra Kumar, are you there? Jalendra Kumar sir, idira? Okay, Jalendra Kumar. Class is in Kannada. Okay. Before concluding, we have got an announcement. That is next week, Srimati Narmada and Prabhu will be delivering a talk on Bhagavad Gita, the relevance in the present time. She will be delivering in Kannada, Vartamanadalli Bhagavad Gita Mahatva. So this is the topic she is going to deliver. She is an author and she has authored many books. About 30-40 books she has authored in Kannada. She also delivers talk on Gita wonderfully. So let us wait for her talk for the next week. Now it is time to propose vote of thanks for all of you, and especially for Mr. Kapdi for his wonderful and informative speech. Thank you, sir. We will trouble you more in the coming days to come and give talks like this. Okay.
Hope Dr. Pai has liked my talk, because I have talked to him many times. So,
Yeah.
so he must be facing the same thing I am repeating.
Just before concluding, I will share one thing, because Russia is attacking Ukraine, you know, nowadays. There's a link between salt, halotherapy, and this bombing of shells. In the Second World War, it seems when bombing is there, you know, people will go and take and shelter in bunker. Or nowadays, people are taking shelter in many, especially our Kannadigas, Indians are taking shelter in many metro. This one place like that. There, it seems in Germany or Poland, I don't know exactly, they have taken the shelter in the salt mine.
Just give me 1 minute. I'll talk on this.
Yeah, please.
See,
please let us conclude.
There is in the history that Alexander the Great, he wanted to conquer the world, and on the way through Khyber Ghat, he came to India to attack and conquer India also. So when he was passing through the Himalayan range, his army took some rest in those areas where the mines were there, salt mines were there. So many, along with the horse, went inside the mines, and some people were outside. So they found that after 3-4 days, those who were inside the mines, their wound got actually cured. They were fine after 3-4 days, whereas the outside people were having still wound which were paining. So the horse inside the caves were looking quite energetic, because they were licking the salt also, because all around there was salt. So while eating the food also, they were licking the salt. And it is said this horse has discovered the Himalayan salt. That is a story that who discovered the Himalayan salt? That the horse of Alexander. It's called like
there
that.
is a cave of mine. And another story is like this. It seems in Germany, Dr. Karl Hormann was there in the salt mine, and he is a little bit different. He's observing the people who are there, who are there. To his surprise, many of the small problems like wounds and all those, it is vanished within few days. Then he thought that there should be something. In salt mine, there should be. Then he started sending his own people there, go there and rest there for 4 hours, 2 hours, 2 days, 3 days, like that. From that, the halotherapy has started. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Kapdi, for your wonderful speech. And let us now conclude. With your permission, we are concluding the talk, and we are ending the meeting. Thank you all. Let us meet.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Next week. Thank you all.